What's going on? We are live for the third period of Blackhawks Oilers, and we got an early whistle right off the bat. But I'm fired up. This is going to be a good third period, I think. The Oilers have been dominating with shots, and they're only down by one goal, so I think we're going to get a crazy finish. Also, I'm also watching the Stars Predators game here, and we'll see what happens. Maybe we'll do coverage for one of the overtimes if it happens, but yeah. We got some crazy games going on. They had like 2 goals in 19 seconds, I think. Yeah, they had quick goals, and then they just had another 2 goals recently. So, all right. Notifications might not go out for the stream, but we'll see. All right. Let's go. Darno, how's it going? We just went live. I don't think YouTube noties are going to go out because they're sus, but whatever. Cassian's not on the bench. Damn. Pavin, how's it going? Oh, YouTube notifications just went out now? Okay, a little delay. There you go. What's up? Well, sometimes they only go out for some people, right? So if some of you guys got it, great. Sometimes YouTube only sends it to some people, but... Yeah, Jeremiah, just a short one tonight, because, guys, I don't know if you remember me saying, and I'll put an announcement again, well, tomorrow morning, but just in general. I'll be live really early. Jeez, DeBrincat with a big chance. Good save by Mike Smith. I'll be live really early tomorrow morning. Canada's playing Germany tomorrow morning for the first men's game for Canada in the Olympics, so I will be live early tomorrow. So just a short stream tonight. I don't want to burn myself out, but we got a collision here. Is that DeBrincat down the ice? And it looks like it's going to be a penalty. I don't know if it was Draisaitl with the hit or Yamamoto, but it was behind the play, and the ref's arm was up. How's it going, TCB? If I didn't say hi to you, just say hello again. David, Zeno, Brandon, Avi. Abby, is the U.S. at 8 a.m. as well? Yeah. Are they playing China, maybe? Yeah, I'll have that game on. If U.S. is playing tomorrow morning, I'll definitely have that game on. Obviously, I think Canada-Germany is going to be a lot closer of a game, most likely. So, but I'll be watching both. Yeah, Abby, Germany was good, like back in the 2018 Olympics. I think Germany will be decent. I was looking at a couple of their players. I don't think they're going to be good, like in terms of like Canada, U.S., Russia, but they should be decent. They have like 3 or 4 guys that have played in the NHL, because I think they have Dominic Cahoon on the team. They have I can look at it, but they have a couple guys that like you would recognize. I know, like at least 3 or 4. Let me watch that back. So let me see. Because so Draisaitl got a penalty. Let me see. That's a bad call, man. That's a clean hit, shoulder to shoulder. I don't know why Draisaitl got a penalty there. Yeah, that was a bad call. Wow. Oh, coming in hot. DeBrincat with a shot, scores. Wow, that's such a costly penalty call. And just like that, the Hawks are up 3-1. That's a bad call, man. That's a really bad call. Man, that's a game changer right there. I'm kind of pissed. Now that I'm thinking about it, I just let that sink in. The ref sold really bad. Because I wasn't paying attention. We just started the stream, but that was a clean hit. I'm sorry that DeBrincat fell awkwardly, and now DeBrincat scores. Like, that Oilers fans are going to be so salty after that. Oh my god. And Bouchard caught napping, man. I know it's a penalty kill, but Bouchard was caught napping there. I want to watch it back one more time. I don't understand. What was the penalty call? This is what happens when you don't pay attention. This is on me, but I want to rewind to this penalty call, man. Because I don't understand what happened here. So they called interference? Let me see. Maybe it was interference. Let me watch that back one more time. That's not an interference call in my opinion. He finishes check. That's slow motion. Yeah, man, that's slow. I don't understand what's wrong with that. He just released the puck. I don't agree with that call. Like I'm watching it back for the 4th time now. I don't understand where. I don't know. I don't think that's a call. To me, yeah, you know what? Maybe it was borderline, but it was a clean hit on contact, and DeBrincat just released the puck. That replay is actually deceiving because that was slow motion. But to me, he just released the puck, man. You got to keep your head up. Like, that was literally, what, a second and a half after DeBrincat released the puck? I don't know, man. Yeah, Jeremiah, I just dropped a quick video. I think I'm fine with the suspension for Marchand. Yeah, I'm not against it. I think 6 is fine, to be honest. Yeah, I was kind of thinking on the initial one, you punched a goalie, so you're getting, to me, it was at least 3 or 4 games in my head, but... Yeah, I mean, the stick one gives me reason to believe, like, 6 is fine. I don't know. I'm not really against the Marchand. I could have seen it going either way, it being worse than that or even not as much. I think that's what people are feeling on social media, but anyways. I think 6 games was fine. But obviously, it's still a problem with the inconsistencies, of course. But thanks, guys, for sticking around. Yeah, like I said, YouTube noties are definitely sus right now. So we only got 27 in the chat, but let's get more people in here. And yeah, if you guys stick around, hopefully spam the likes. Smash that like button. Yeah, Bruins are missing some key pieces right now. All right, let's see if the Oilers can make this a game, because I'm kind of disappointed. It was like all Oilers in that second period. And I thought the Oilers were going to come in hot and tie this game. That was a brutal call, man. Yeah, drop a like. What's up, Ahmed? What's up, Diana? Thanks for being here. Alright. Evander Kane going back to reset with the puck. Alright. It also is late on a weeknight, but hopefully get some more people. Yeah, I have Mike Smith dressed tonight. Thank God I didn't put Carter Hart in. I had a bad feeling about that game. Strome across, Kubalik now down low. The Oilers don't have the same fire they had in the second period right now. It looks like that penalty was kind of deflating on them. Also, really late game tonight. It's starting in like 20 minutes. Islanders and Canucks. I don't know if I'm staying up for that game, because I'm just thinking, that game's not ending till 1. I got to be up at like 7 a.m. or 7:30 for that stream tomorrow morning. I might stay up, I might throw it on in bed. I don't know. We'll see. Hyman trying to wrap around. Come on, Hyman. Oh, nice pass! Tyson Barrie held on to it too long. 2 former Leafs link up for a play there, but Barrie held on to the puck way too long. Hyman still with it. Look how good Hyman is on protecting the puck, man. McDavid off the sideboards, back to the point for Nurse. A penalty coming up against Chicago. A long shot by Barrie, blocked in front by DeHaan, and finally the Hawks touch up. Avi for Olympics? That's... Wait, Avi, is that men's or woman? Wait, I'm confused. What? Yeah, what are you asking me? What? Lindholm had a crazy goal? Diana, no. I mean, I'll throw on the Flames game if you want, but... Yeah, I mean, men's, if you want to throw $5, I don't understand that, to be honest. I can't really think of why Slovakia would be that heavily favored. I know Finland's team in comparison to what it could have been is, like, obviously... But that's weird. That is very weird. Alright, Oilers win the offensive face-off. Bouchard to the left for Nugent Hopkins! Tipped out on the short side. Yo! Tyler with a 14, $13.99. So hello, I told you I would be on stream and donate. Tyler, thank you so much. Oh, McDavid looking in the middle, deflected wide by Draisaitl. Guys, let's get some Tyler hype in the chat. Let's go. Yeah, Sabalski facts. So pass across McDavid! Oh my, McDavid should have passed back across. Good right pad save by Fleury. Another, oh my, McDavid missed the one-timer. Now McDavid again across the middle. 1:25 left on the power play. Nugent Hopkins waiting. The top of the right circle. Oh my god, he just fully lost the puck. Oh, that was a big recovery by Nuge, man. Nuge kept it alive. Dry, down low. Evander Kane. Draisaitl waiting, looking for the shot block. That was dumb from Draisaitl. That was so dumb. That was so dumb from Draisaitl. I don't know what he's thinking there. Such a low percentage shot with a guy right in the lane to block it. I don't know what Dry is doing there, man. Yeah, Bryson, we'll see. I hope the Oilers score here so we can have a great end of the game. Oh my god, McDavid and Draisaitl, what are you guys doing right now? I usually don't say that about those two guys. What's up, Nicole? Thanks for being here. Alright, here come the Oilers back in the offensive zone. Cross to Draisaitl. Draisaitl down low. See, this is what I always talk about the Leafs, because like McDavid and Draisaitl always stay on for the full 2 minutes, man. Bouchard, a slapper from the point, blocked. It's all of them, man. All the Oilers, like, I don't know what they're doing, man. Low percentage shots. I don't know what's up. Yeah, I have Markstrom in fantasy, so I'm down. Yeah, Tyler. Thank you again, guys. Give some respects to Tyler. Thank you so much again for the donation. Guys, let's try to get 50 likes in here. I'll try to get 100 by the end of the stream. I'm not going to stream long here. And let's hopefully get more people on the stream. Appreciate everyone sticking around. Did I make a Ducharme video? Yeah, Jeremiah. I posted my video with my thoughts on St. Louis and Ducharme also today. So if you guys want to go check out those videos, I posted 2 quick videos today. One quick video on my thoughts of Ducharme and St. Louis, just quick reaction, and then my other one was my reaction to Marchand's suspension. Anyways, Mike Smith out to the left side. I mean, the Oilers have 37 shots. Oh my, like, guys, I will say the Oilers are up there for one of the more frustrating teams to watch. I actually came to the conclusion of that watching a little bit of the game last night. I was like, the Oilers have to be up there for one of the more frustrating teams to watch by far. Like, for teams that I'm just not a fan of. And maybe it comes into, like, play where I grew up watching a lot of Oilers hockey, but oh my god, it is so frustrating watching the Oilers. Like, it is extremely frustrating. Yeah, Avi, when I was going live for this third period, that's what I was kind of thinking. I was like, yeah, that series was like wild. How's it going, Dion? Thanks for being here. All right. How's it going, Kenny? Hey, let's get 50 people in here. Let's go. All of our teams have had bad times. Come on. All of our... What do you mean? No, I'm just saying, like, right now. I'm not saying... The Oilers are a good team. Like, there's a difference. So, Montreal right now, like, that's why I'm saying there's a difference here. Montreal, they're hard to watch, but in a different way than the Oilers are hard to watch. The Habs just are not good right now. Like, they're bad. Like, that's saying it in a very nice way. The Habs are bad right now, and they're hard to watch, but in a different way. The Oilers, yeah, they've been kind of bad, but they're also a very skilled team. But in a different way, they're just very hard to watch. So, yeah, I'm not saying the Oilers are not capable of being a great team. They're just very frustrating to watch, in my opinion. What's up, Snaker? How's it going, TJ? Hey, let's go. Let's get some Hawks and Oilers fans in here for the end. If the Oilers lose this game tonight, I don't know what to say, to be honest. I mean, I know what to say in terms of my guy, Marc-Andre Fleury, shutting the door, but no, there's still, like, some issues. What's up, Tin? Pro Gamers, how's it going? Good to see the chat. Again, guys, if you haven't dropped a like, let's get 50 likes in here. How's it going, Daniel? Thanks for being in the chat. All right, Puljujarvi going after it. Now out of the corner. Fogle up top. A shot there from McLeod that was blocked. A weak one. Now puck down low in the corner again. Fogle looking for Puljujarvi behind the net. That was blocked. Man, McLeod's looking sloppy right now. Are you okay, McLeod? Did this guy go for a bender last night? What's up with this guy right now? I'm usually giving McLeod, like, respects, and he's got the wheels, but the puck is bouncing off a stick like freaking hot potato right now. Yeah, Mark, I will be live tomorrow morning for Canada, Germany. That's at least the intention. Hopefully, I'm alive tomorrow morning. Like, I might be tired, but how's it going, Joey? My favorite NHL rivalry, Diana. Currently, Battle of Florida's got to be up there. In terms of what I want to see in the playoffs, I'd say Battle of Florida again, or I made a TikTok about this. Like Pittsburgh, Washington, I'd love to see in the playoffs. Battle of Alberta, I'd be down. I'd definitely be down for Edmonton, Calgary. I'll say that. There you go, Blair. Oh, Stroman from what a save by Mike Smith. That's one of the saves that are gonna go over, like gonna get overlooked there. Wow. Yamamoto, a bad pass to Draisaitl. Yamamoto, bro, come on. And Nurse with a big shot. Oh, that just bounced past Evander Kane. All right, thank you, Jeremiah, for coming by and dropping a like. Appreciate the support, man. My all-time favorite rivalry. I mean, keep an account, like, yeah, take into account that I'm like 22, so I would say in terms of like me being alive, what I've seen. Oh, Hagel. Chicago's putting pressure. I don't know. That's a tough question. Oh, in front! Ducks scores! The Oilers are a joke, man. Oh, my. What is that defensive coverage? Man, even Darnell Nurse, what are you doing there? This is embarrassing. And don't even start blaming Mike Smith. I'm sorry. Yeah, you know what? Mike Smith led in the first 2 shots tonight. The defensive coverage is atrocious. Bouchard, that giveaway. And then look at Nurse, man. Watch Nurse, and who's that in front? Yamamoto? Oh, my, Nurse. I'm sorry. That's... Where's the center? Who's the center on this shift? Oh, my God. They're a mess, bro. They don't know... I actually don't think this team knows how to play defense, man. Nurse, buddy. Oh, my God. This is so bad. Oh, my God. I actually don't know what to say anymore, guys. And to think there's actually going to be Oilers fans that blame Mike Smith just because of the shot count. That's the one thing I hate about the sport, guys. It's not even like the sport itself. It's just the fan reaction from the sport. Is some fans won't even freaking watch the game. They'll stare at the freaking shots on net. Like... Fleury's had a great game, but... There's so many Oilers shots that have been low percentage that it's like Fleury's just making routine saves. I've seen so many Blackhawks chances where it's a 2-on-1, where it's a breakaway. Like in this game, there's been 3 or 4 2-on-1s. There was a Dylan Strome late in the first period. If not for Mike Smith, actually, the first period probably would be 4-0 Chicago after that first. Oh my God. All right, CC across the one-timer. Missed way wide. See, the Hawks are actually... They've been known to be bad defensively this year, too. But at least I'm watching the Hawks close up lanes a bunch. That was such a bad defensive shift by the Oilers, man. Like, Bouchard and Nurse running... And that's the top pair for the Oilers, so that says something. Obviously, keep in mind, they lost Duncan Keith because of the injury in the first, right? So that also needs to be considered because they're running 5 defensemen right now. Legason with a point shot blocked. I actually want the stat. If someone can pull up the stat for me, the amount of blocked shots the Hawks have had tonight. And I'm sorry, that's not me giving credit to the Hawks. That's actually just fully me throwing shit at the Oilers for just consistently firing shots into shin pads. Oh my God. I can't wait for the Mike Smith slander on Twitter. Like... It's just embarrassing, man. Oh, the Stars just scored on a 2-on-1. It's 4-3 Dallas. What a pass. Was that Glendening with the finish? What a pass, whoever made that. Wow. Do I think the Canucks will make the playoffs? In this specific division, they still have a chance, man. Honestly. I know some people are still counting them out. I think the Canucks will basically make a decision before the trade deadline plan in the next 3 weeks. If they start winning games in these next 3 weeks, I think they'll just stand pat and see what happens, but... Yeah, man, I mean, the Oilers got hot there for a few games, but, again, it's not like they were going to go on a 20-game losing streak with this kind of skill, you know? It just wasn't going to happen. But That's the problem, right? You win a few games, and then it just kind of... It makes people forget about the actual issues. Again, I do give credit to my guy Fleury here, 100%. But, yeah. Anyways, Draisaitl down low. Hyman! Oh, my. And here we go. Nurse is caught. This could be a 2-on-1 for the Hawks. Here comes DeBrincat. DeBrincat! Stopped by Mike Smith. Another 2-on-1. Like, this is what I'm talking about. People are going to forget this. Another 2-on-1 right there. It could be 5-1. Another 2-on-1 for the Hawks. Well, that could be a high stick on the Hawks, no? Looked like Barry got hit up high there. All right, Hyman now into the offensive zone. Oh, nice hands by Hyman. Okay, Hyman, I see you. Back to the point. A shot deflected. Nugent Hopkins stopped by Fleury on the short side. Fairly easy save. Now CC at the blue line to the left side. CC lost the puck. Oh, that could have been another 2-on-1. Good recovery by CC. Legason helped him out there. Oh, Abby, that's so facts. The Oilers, that is facts. Some nights... Oh, my God. My game clock's been frozen. My bad, guys. Oh, my God. There's 6 minutes left. What a waste, man. I go live for this game looking to... Like... Wow. I don't even know what to say. I go live for this game, 2-1 Hawks with the Oilers dominating the second period, and then they put up this third period. Wow. Anyways, guys, we're gonna get an Oilers fan on. I got Jeff coming on at the end of the game, so he can maybe get a little cheesed. And we got Raybro coming in as a guest also in the next few days, so we'll have some Oilers fans on the channel coming up. I think the Hawks have 26 shots now, something like that. Like the Oilers got one more shot from Nuge, so 38 now. Well, yeah, the Oilers had a crazy second period. Like, definitely, I'll say this, guys. The first period, if not for Mike Smith, yes, he allowed the first 2 shots, but if not for Mike Smith, it's probably 4-0 Chicago after the first period. If not for Marc-Andre Fleury in the second period, it's probably... Right now, it's probably like a 4-3, 4-4 game. But this third period, I can't believe I'm watching this shit right now. Because it looked like the Oilers were buzzing in the second period, and I thought they were going to carry that momentum into the third, but that's not the case. How's it going, Luke? Again, guys, if you're in here, please hit that subscribe button. If you haven't yet, give me a shot, hit the like. And also, we haven't got 50 likes in yet. We have 87 in the chat. What's going on? Please, it's free. Hit the like button. Let us know if you're a new viewer. Yeah, Savalsky. Has Mike Smith been great? No. No. But here's the thing with Mike Smith. Oh my God, Jamie Benn. What a move. What attempt there. Bro, you almost stuffed that. Saros is so good. Anyways, my point is, Mike Smith faces so many of these high percentage situations, as I said, whether it's a guy alone or these 2-on-1s. Like, someone go watch that play on the 4th goal for Chicago. Tell me what Nurse and Bouchard are honestly... And honestly, those two are considered the Oilers' better defensemen. So that says something. That should say something to people. Nurse and Bouchard are considered the 2 best defensemen on this Oilers team right now. And they're getting crossed up like that in the defensive zone. Actually, if you talk to some Oilers fans, they'd say CC is actually up there. Because CC at times has been really good. See, I guess there is something to be said about the Hawks blocking shots. Murphy, DeHaan, and McCabe are up there near the top. So, hey, credits to Chicago for blocking all those shots. But I will say, it is a mixture of Chicago blocking a lot of shots and Edmonton just not being very competent right now. Oh, Barry's a write-off. I mean, Barry is an absolute write-off. But remember, guys, I got ripped into when I made my winners and losers free agency video, and I criticized the Oilers for signing Tyson Barrie to that contract and coming back with the same goalie tandem. Remember, I got slander for that. Just remember, guys, I got slander for that. Like, not just a little bit of slander. I got heavy slander for saying the Oilers had a bad initial day for free agency. How's it going? Hey now. What did I say? I said it was dumb to bring in Duncan Keith. It was dumb to sign Tyson Barrie to that contract. It was dumb to bring the same goalie tandem back. Remember I said that? I wonder. But no, I was wrong. I was wrong. We got to bring that back. We got to bring that back. I'll go back to that video and we'll make a video be like, hey, because hey, I'm wrong a lot, 100%. There's definitely a lot of times where I'm wrong with my takes, but that time I was right. Nurse's contract is it 9 or 9.5? I think it might actually be closer to 9.5 per. Anyways, Drysdale coming in hot on the right side. And looking back at the point, deflected into the bench. The only guy I'm giving a break on this defense core, actually, is, like, CC's been alright, honestly. I actually am pleasantly surprised with CC, so his contract's not horrible, but if he just continues, like, being a good 4 guy on a team. But the only guy I'm actually giving a break is Bouchard, because Bouchard basically got thrown into, like, he got thrown to the wolves here. He's playing top pair minutes, and he's 21, 22 years old, and I think he's got a good future. Like, Bouchard's the only one I'm giving a break here. Everyone else, there's absolutely no excuses. And that starts from management, because like the fact that they expected this core to do something. Oh, Sobolski, 100% I should do it. Like, actually, for real, as this becomes more of an, like, as it's been more of an issue, I should go back to that video. And also revisit some of the comments. Like, again, there's a lot of great Oilers fans I know, but there's some that just come at me so heavy, not realizing that I actually have a soft spot for the Oilers. But the fans that come at me, I don't understand it. I really don't. Because to be honest, everything I've said about the Oilers is just facts. And it's just kind of some tough love, to be honest. Because I want the Oilers to do well. But I'm just speaking facts. There hasn't been much I've said about the Oilers that's been wrong. Except I said Jets were going to win in 7 in that first round series. But the Jets swept them. So I was wrong on that. But not in the way that some people were wrong. Yeah, Bryson. I mean, you can think about it. If the Oilers had, and this is honest truth that the Oilers got a little unlucky. If the Oilers had Clefbaum and Nurse here, we're having a whole different discussion because likely Barrie doesn't get signed. If the Oilers were able to keep Larson, probably Barrie doesn't get signed. And okay, I can't honestly say that because it is Ken Holland. He might have signed Barrie over CC, but. Say they signed CC, didn't bring in Duncan Keith, they'd have a top 4 of Clefbaum, in whatever order you want to say it. Nurse, Larson, Clefbaum, Bouchard, and then they'd have a bottom pair of like CC and whoever you want to throw in on that bottom pair. Obviously, it's a lot better of a defense core, and basically you're putting in the same amount because Barrie got the same amount of money as Larson, and Keith is making the same amount of money that Clefbaum would be making, basically. So. Yeah, it does suck that the Oilers could have had Clefbaum and Larson over Barrie and Keith. That is tough to look at. How's it going, Dominic? Hey, thank you guys for over 50 likes. As I said, let's get 100 now. McDry, how's it going? Thank you so much for being here. And yeah, it is tough right now. How's it going, Gord? Welcome if you're a new subscriber. All right. Yeah, hey, now we'll see. As I said, I think the Oilers still make the playoffs because of the skill on this team. But, I mean, what's the benefit of just making the playoffs if you're going to get booted early? So, obviously, it depends. I can't really make these statements now because it's all a matchup game, right? It depends on who the Oilers play in the playoffs. If they make it, it all depends, right? If they make a couple moves before the deadline. All right. 3:05 left in the third. A point shot by DeHaan, stopped by Mike Smith. I'm actually going to laugh at the Mike Smith slander on Twitter, to be honest. Because another game, yes, where Mike Smith let in a couple maybe questionable ones, you can say, but in the overall scenario of the game, there was too many high-danger chances given up by the Oilers. And, bro, they've scored 1 goal. Yes, Marc-Andre Fleury's played great. He's 100% played great. But I'm sorry. you're not going to win a game with one goal. And at the end of the day, you're also not, well, you might be able to if it's a 1-0, but you're also not going to win a game when, look at yesterday, they didn't score. This Oilers offense, I mean, for sure the conversation right now is goaltending and defense, and I'm not going to say that that's not a problem, but back-to-back games here where the Oilers offense just didn't score. So, no, it's not as simple as just one issue here. It really isn't. So, anyone thinking that the Oilers just have one issue, I'm sorry, they don't. It's a lot more complex than that. And to be honest, it should be pretty clear at this point that it is. Yeah, Sabalski, Streamlabs does this every once in a while, and it pisses me off. I don't know. Streamlabs is like new to life sometimes. How can it work sometimes but not? Like, and it's not like it's a new feature. It's just simple commands. So I don't know what's up with Streamlabs. It's weird. Exactly, Jack. That's what I'm saying. That's what I was just saying about. That's the part about this sport in terms of reaction for fans that I hate. People will look at shots and go, "Oh, Edmonton must have dominated this whole game." You know what? Edmonton did dominate in the second period. 100% they did. The first period and third period, no chance. If you actually watch this game, the first period and third period, no. The second period, the Oilers dominated. That 20 minutes, sure. All right, Andrew, what's your favorite team? Let me know your favorite team and player. I know you tried to come in here with an agenda. That's fine, but I'll ask you who your favorite team is. Because I get it, you're trying to initiate a conversation, but as I said, this is Oilers Hawks. If you have a question about a different team, you can ask away. But all right, a shot from the left side. Fogel blocked. Fogel just gave a little bit of a mouthwash there. All right, Puljujarvi broke. Look, nothing's going right for the Oilers right now. Look at this. Oh my God, so lucky. That could have been another breakaway for Chicago. CC got so lucky there. Wow. The Oilers just lost 4-1 to Chicago, unless another goal happens here, but 4-1 to Chicago. I'm actually a dummy, man. I mean, I'm not a dummy in terms of what I watched in the second period and thinking the Oilers were going to make this a game, but it was 2-1 Chicago, and Edmonton dominated the second period. I came into this live stream for this third period thinking we're going to get either a one-goal game the rest of the way, or the Oilers will tie it and we're getting overtime. Wow. And yo, we got some beef here, yo! Yo, Evander Kane, don't be an idiot, bro. This guy's freaking beefing with a linesman. Yo, Evander Kane, bro. Don't, man. You're gonna get booted from another team. Oh my. Okay, we got 17 seconds left. We're gonna get Jeff on here, cause. All right, guys, you ready to bring on an Oilers fan? Yo, Evander Kane, bro. Okay! Attaboy, Fleury. Don't take Evander Kane's shit. Yo, I'm actually backing my guy Fleury for that, because Evander Kane's got to know his place there. Buddy's getting that Fleury. Like, are you okay? Nah, Kane hasn't done... Guys, I know he's scored a couple goals, but he hasn't actually done that much. I'm sorry. You know what? Kane's competent on the cycle, and he obviously... I've seen it on many plays. He uses his body to his advantage. But in terms of actually creating a lot... I don't know, man. Evander Kane, bro. Chill out with that. Getting at my boy Fleury. Oh, yeah, the Edmonton post-game interviews are going to be funny. Let's go, guys. Again, let us know if you're a new viewer in the chat. I hope you do subscribe. Give me a shot. Make sure you got the notification bell on. We're going to bring an Oilers fan on. Chemo, what's up? Han, how's it going? Yes, Justin, thanks for hitting that like button. All right, 8 seconds left. Can't believe this is a 4-1 hockey game. I don't understand. I don't know what to say. No, that's what I'm saying, right, bro? Honestly, that's for the most part, I'd say that's fairly accurate. This is going to be a big conversation of Fleury, for sure, was the first star in this game. But And you guys know I love Fleury, so I have no reason to like diminish or to downplay Fleury's performance. So I'm not, because I have no reason to. He's one of my favorite goalies of all time. He's one of my favorite players in general. But this wasn't as simple as Fleury put on a show. It really wasn't. And usually I would hype up a goalie performance, but it wasn't as simple in this as a Fleury put on a show. The Oilers looked absolutely dead in that third period. Like, dead. It honestly just speaks to more that the Oilers dominated that second period. And I want to go look at the shots. How many shots did they put up in the second period? Because that will also say something. Man, how do I go to the second period shots? Oh, right here. Yeah, guys, the Oilers put up 20 shots in the second period. Only 8 shots in the third, being down in the game. How does that make any sense? Like, I'm confused. How do you put up only 8 shots in a period where you're down in the game? Yeah, they literally put up 20 shots in the second. I had no idea how many shots they put up, so I just knew based on watching. There you go. Sometimes shots is a good indicator. And yeah, they put up 20 shots in that second. 3-0 Flames, wow. Do I think Rask is Hall of Fame worthy? Yeah, Bacon, it is close. I might get heat for this, but I'd say he's definitely behind a lot of goalies. Like, I think, like, to me, I'm putting Fleury tiers ahead. Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't put Rask as a favorite. I think there's a lot of other Bruins that... Well, I'll ask you guys. What do you think? I'm on the side of probably no, but what do you guys think? You think Rask is a Hall of Famer? Like, I'm just thinking, 2011 was the Cup, but that was Tim Thomas. He's obviously gone on many runs, and he's up there for numbers. I think I've kind of done the research on this. He's like top 10 in terms of players that or no, he's like top 5 of goalies like throughout the 2010 decade. I think it's save percentage, top 5. I'd say it's close. I think it's close. I actually think it's up for debate. I think Rask's numbers specifically are up there. I do, but I think there's priority over certain goalies. So numbers wise, I think he's in that conversation. I would say if he won a cup with the Bruins as a starter, I would have him as a lock. That's where I'm kind of feeling different about it, right? I think if Rask, like, say the Bruins won the Stanley Cup against Chicago or won the Stanley Cup against St. Louis, I have Rask as it's, to be honest, it's like that close of like something changing there. If Rask won the Cup as a starter, I think I'd have him as a lock. That's what I'm saying, pro gamers. Fleury's a lock. Like, I don't know how anyone could question Fleury. Fleury's a lock. Price is a lock. And yeah, I know Price didn't win a cup either, but well, he's still playing. I'm not saying he's gonna win a cup, but he also has Olympic gold, right? Yeah, I don't know. It's close. All right, Andrew, you say he's definitely a Hall of Famer. Fair enough. I respect your opinion. Like I said, I do think it's very close. I will be live tomorrow morning, guys, for Canada versus Germany. All right, we're going to bring an Oilers fan on right now. Jeff? Yeah, I'd say Quick is in Hall of Fame. Yeah. Quick doesn't get talked about enough for his career, man, to be honest. So, yeah, as I said, I'm not fully saying no on Rask. I'm just saying it's close. I would say if I debated it between other goalies, I'd say it's my take. I'm standing behind it. Maybe it's a hot take, but I'd say it's very close. I think, to be honest, I think maybe if people asked me a year ago when I felt like Rask maybe had a few more years to play, I would have said I could see Rask for sure making the Hall of Fame. But I didn't think his career would end so kind of quick like this. I actually didn't. Maybe that's kind of naive on my part. But yeah. All right, let me see here. All right, opening up this Zoom call here. All right, guys, if you have any questions, ask away. And then we got the Oilers fan, Jeff, coming on. So you guys can ask him questions on his thoughts. But Oilers fans in here, Hawks fans, ask me any questions if you want. All right. Let's see. Yo, can you hear me? Hey, unreal. All right, let me get you on here. Yeah, you won't be able to see me through Zoom because I can't do it on both the stream but I'll be able to bring you on and then. All right. Let's see. All right, guys, I'm gonna bring him on. You let me know if you can see him, hear him. You'll definitely be able to see him. But just let me know if you can hear him. All right, dope. All right, this is Jeff, guys. Big Oilers fan. My buddy for how long have we known each other? 2017, probably. Yeah, around there. So, let me see. Okay, wait. I don't think they can hear you yet. Okay, I think they'll be able to hear you now. Talk.
All right.
Oh, there you go.
Let's
all right,
go.
no.
Cool.
Let me know, guys, if the quality's all right. But yeah, right off the bat, man, I'm sure you're probably pretty frustrated with the last 2 nights here. So just off the bat, because I want to get this out of the way, because obviously the big conversation is going to be about Mike Smith and all that. What was your initial reaction before the game? So don't even talk, try to remember, how you were feeling before the game, without knowing what the result is now. How are you feeling when Mike Smith was confirmed for a back-to-back, 2 games in a row tonight?
I was confused, man. I don't know. I didn't know what was going on really to see that happen. I mean, I knew they brought Skinner up, and it's kind of funny because just a few weeks ago, Tippett was in a press conference saying how he wanted to give Skinner looks and all this sort of stuff. So to hear that, and then to hear the further story as the night went on that he demanded to be in, that was quite interesting, especially after you saw the first few shots on net.
Yeah.
Kind of the way he reacted, and obviously with what happened last night. So yeah, that was my initial reaction. And now I'm just, I don't know, man. It's such a shit show at this point as to what they're going to do with the goaltending position. I don't think anyone knows. I don't think they know. I don't think the goalies know. The fans definitely don't know. And yeah, man, it's disaster when it comes to that for sure.
Yeah, Raybro or someone in the chat, if you could shout out his YouTube, just drop the link or something. It's Sports with Worms, guys, on YouTube, so I'm sure we're going to be doing more content coming up. But, yeah, obviously, man, thanks for coming on. I know you wanted to record something for yourself. Are you recording? You're good?
Well, I can't see your camera on here.
Okay, did you want me to record for you, and then I'll send it to you?
Yeah.
Right,
yeah. Let me make you a host here.
I can just record from my OBS, and I'll send it to you as a...
Oh, perfect. Sweet,
right.
Thanks.
Okay, so as a post game here, obviously the Oilers lose 4-1. I think, to me, this scenario, I don't know. You correct me if I'm wrong, Jeff. Based on what I watched, I don't know if you're watching the stream. I just basically said the first period, I thought, obviously it's so rough to start a game where the goalie allows 2 goals on 2 shots. But personally, for me, I'm looking at the rest of that first period. I thought the Oilers were a mess defensively. I think the amount of odd man rushes and the amount of scenarios that they had in front of that net, if not for Mike Smith, it was probably 4 or 5-0 Chicago.
I know.
I thought Edmonton completely dominated the second period. I mean, the shots prove that. I kind of said I sometimes get frustrated that people use shots as an indicator, but in this case, shots were an indicator. They dominated the second period in every aspect and had 20 shots on net to show for it. Fleury stood on his head. And in the third period, I don't know what happened. You're in a 2-1 game. You have a chance at home to come back in the game, only down by 1, and they put up a stinker in that third period. So, just in general, overall, are you kind of on the same page as me, and what do you think of the overall?
Yeah, we can kind of go through it here period by period, but the Cliff's notes here, I mean, the first period clearly started out with Hyman hitting a post. That was the first thing that happened in the game. You know, you can get off to that exciting start and then try to build on it, or you can let the real play take over, which is kind of what I think they let happen. I mean, for Nugent Hopkins to go down and take that penalty then, literally 2 minutes later into the period, and then 5 seconds or 10 or 15 seconds into that, initial penalty kill, they get scored on. Like, how you ever, like, that's just a horrible way to start a game. And we obviously know the Oilers' trouble starting games. It's no secret. It's a problem, especially with how well they play after they do score first. I think they're like 11-2 this year, something like impressive. But 13 games out of 40, you can't be getting the you got to be scoring the first goal more than that. Yeah. So I'm just kind of looking here. Second goal, Smith, another weak one, 2 in on 2 shots. And then they get a decent power play going. They kind of start to turn it around at that point when it had turned 2-1. Smith, I think, had made another big save. But then Bouchard coming in, misses the net, wraps around, kills that power play. Like, that was such a frustrating part. If you're going to get that many power plays and you're going to complain and get them, you can't just be coming in and wiring those shots wide from like at the top of the circle.
I will say, I think the Oilers did miss a lot of second chance opportunities. Like, they were firing it on net 100%, but a lot of those even what ended up being, I know you're getting to this, but even what ended up being Draisaitl's goal in the power play, it was an amazing save by Fleury, but Evander Kane basically got nothing on that rebound. and essentially you can say that the defense was good for the Hawks in terms of boxing it out. But
and Fleury played phenomenal. Yeah. I mean, like, especially when you're going across from that goaltending on a night like tonight, it's just so much more obvious. Like, to see what you're getting, like your 41-year-old goalie, like flopping around the crease. Like, and trust me, I like Mike Smith for what he did for us. I guess getting us to the playoffs last year, but I mean, at some point you got to be. I have a question though for you, man. This might be like, you guys, the comments can give me this opinion too. I've always argued with people, or I've wondered what their thoughts are. The Oilers seem that their ideal power play setup is getting the puck back to Bouchard or Nurse or Barry, whoever is on that in the center of the blue line. And it's so puzzling to me as to be why that's their ideal move. Like, you play defense, so I'm curious to hear your insight, and the people in the chat, I'm curious to hear their too. But it's like, if you have McDavid or Draisaitl sitting on the half boards there with their snapshot and their power, I know it doesn't work for every team if you don't have guys with that shot, like obviously Laine, Ovechkin. These guys, you don't have to worry about it, McDavid, Draisaitl. Like, that should be the number one priority. I wrote it down in my notes last night during the Golden Knights game. It happened tonight. Like, it's like the main goal they're trying to get is back to Barry on the blue line, for them to just like rip a clapper high or off the shin pads if you watched the game last night. Yeah. So, like, what are your thoughts on like that being the setup? Like, and it's like so far into the year, and like, especially when you got those superstars, you can rely on the wings. Like, why?
Well, yeah, I will say that I thought it, like, because I was kind of going on both sides here, and I kind of find it funny because the commentators, and I respect them for sure. I think they were kind of trying to point towards the reasoning why the Oilers were firing so many shots into shin pads tonight specifically. But yeah, as you said, they were doing it last night too. Yes, there's 3 Hawks defenders that are in like the top 5, top 10, which is crazy for block shots. So that speaks to a little bit of like, but they still allowed 40 shots on net. Anyways, my point is, yeah, I think the shot selection problem is a thing right now with the Oilers. But at the same time, I can understand for Bouchard. That's the one guy I'll say, because Bouchard's got a freaking bomb from the point. Yeah. So Bouchard's the one I can understand. I do think, I've said in the past, I do think that it's just funny that Barry, he gets so many secondary assists, because that's the thing, right? They cycle off the point, so he ends up touching the puck. But at the end of the day, it's Draisaitl and McDavid or Nuge that are making the magic. So Barry ends up getting all these secondary assists because he's the second last guy to touch the puck, and then the other 2 guys work magic. So I agree with you in that sense that when the power play is at its best, it's because McDavid and Draisaitl are likely doing something, right? I would say 90. I don't have the number in front of me, but I'd say 90% of Oilers' power play success is driven off those 2 guys.
The start of the year when they did great, it was because Draisaitl was sitting on that like right in the middle, even in the middle of that circle on the right side, and he was snapping shots like whenever he got the puck to him. But then like it's just like we'll see 2 snapshot attempts a game, and instead we'll see like 5 rippers from the blue line that like never really get through because there's a bunch of bodies in front on a PK. You've got your own guy in Kane in front trying to like get in there. So you're worrying about all these things. It's like, get it to the side and give it to Draisaitl and McDavid. If you give Draisaitl that chance 3 times to shoot it off the side, he might miss the first like 1 or 2, but I mean, he's one of the best shooters. He's not going to miss that 3 times in a row. So why don't we prioritize that, and maybe our power play won't be dog shit for like again.
Yeah. Do you, Ray Ross, do you think it's, I mean, this question's thrown out all the time, but we haven't heard from you on it. Do you specifically think this is a coaching and like game management and kind of game by game problem, or do you think it's just straight out a roster structure problem and no coach coming in is fixing this team?
That's a good question.
Oh, it's a tough question for sure.
Man, I mean, the real question here when it comes to that is, has the coach lost the room? Because you can only blame the coach so much for so many things, but the minute they lose the room, then it's like, okay, time to get them out. So I mean, I'd say, yeah, when it comes to the goaltending and the roster construction, we got bailed out with Evander Kane being able to come here so cheap. Like, the other guys are just very inconsistent. So I was kind of like, I mean, Tippett is what he is, like, when it comes to game basis. Like, I mean, he does the line blender, but not as bad as some of the old coaches. It's clear he has way too much faith in Smith, and, like, I don't know, man. Like, yeah, I think it's more on the roster, as much as I hate to admit it, and the goaltending. Yeah. And, you know, I think, like, the forwards, they're very inconsistent, like Puljujarvi. I mean, he had a great start to the year, and he's gone quiet. Yeah. They're very lucky that Kane has come in and have been, like, a huge positive, like, on the offensive zone. It's kind of saving their asses up there in my eyes. And Hyman and Nuge finding that partnership. I actually just want to
step in on the Puljujarvi comment, because that's another thing that I didn't really get a good kind of response from, was in my one Oilers video from about a month ago.
Yeah.
I said, I was like, in my opinion, I think when you look at the Oilers roster and in terms of expendable players, in terms of trying to trade value to get value, because I think people sometimes forget that. Yeah, you could pile up a bunch of draft picks or pile up prospects. Sometimes a team just wants a good value player in the roster. So when I looked at that, I was looking at two guys. I was looking at Puljujarvi and Yamamoto. And Yamamoto has been kind of invisible for a lot of stretches. Puljujarvi had a really good first half. So what I was saying was, I was like, if you're trying to sell high on a guy right now, Puljujarvi's playing really well. And if you think about the style of game, like, Hyman's serving a really good role for what the Oilers could do. I just said, maybe consider trading Puljujarvi for whether it's value in terms of getting a top defenseman, or like going after a Chikrin, because Puljujarvi could be a piece of that, or going after a big goalie. Puljujarvi could be a piece of that. So now maybe that wasn't a bad take from myself at all, because yeah, you're right. I actually think Puljujarvi hasn't done much at all in the last, I don't know if I want to say 10 games, but it seems like recently when I watched the Oilers, he hasn't done a whole lot. Again, maybe that's kind of line construction. Like, I don't know. He's on the third line tonight, I think.
Oh, I know, man. I don't like that line. Like, he definitely is a player who's played hot and cold to this point. Out of your two trade recommendations, I'd definitely say Yamamoto more so, because I see less upside in him. I think
that's what I'm saying. I think Puljujarvi brings more. I think Puljujarvi brings more value to other teams, right? So I do agree with you. I think in terms of the two guys, I think we could all agree, Oilers fan or not, that Yamamoto's the one guy that I think Oilers fans would be more willing to give up. But how much value? Because, like, for me, and I was saying this trade, but I think the Oilers should be all over this trade. If it was a conversation, was Yamamoto for DeBrusk. I was saying that for months, right? And I think that would be somewhat realistic, but I think that trade would have already happened or something along those lines, because to me it just makes too much sense. But I don't think the Bruins want to do that trade, maybe because Yamamoto's kind of been, like, DeBrusk has been kind of like disgruntled there, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if you agree with me. Yamamoto for me is just, I like sometimes his battles, I like his sometimes work ethic, but to me it's just, he kind of just tends to be invisible a lot of times.
Well, yeah, he's a small guy, and if you're going to be a small guy, you're going to have to pick it up in other facets of the game. Like, when he first started in, he was very good at passing on that, like, initial dry line. I don't know if you remember that. That was from like years ago when we did the High Button podcast. Yeah. But he provided value in, like, a smart head, and he was like a honey badger type player. Like, you know, every team always wants the honey badger to come in, and we thought it was Yamamoto. It wasn't. Turned out to be Hyman, and then, like, you know, whatever gets there. But I don't know, man. You made up some good points. We might have to get into, like, an Oilers trade video.
Yeah, we'll have to do some kind of video for the deadline.
I think there's a lot to get into there. But, you know, I will say, like, on that side, is it feels to me like the whole organization is just, like, they're in such a weird place where I have to give them credit like where credit's due. When the year started, we saw them go on that streak where they had like 20 wins. They only had 7 losses or something like that. They get off to a real hot start. Then they do horrible for December, like 3-11-1 or something like that. Then COVID shuts it down. They come back. They win. They do go 5-0-1. Like, let's not forget, it's so easy. Like when they go up and down, to be on, like, when the highs are high, you're like, okay, maybe this team isn't so bad. You know, we got obviously great forwards. We got a Vander Kane coming in. You know, Bouchard, as many mistakes as he made tonight, I don't even know if we'll have time to cover all those. You know, he is a positive piece for this team. Nurse, he just signed that monster contract. He hasn't been horrible. I mean, he's been pretty good for them. You know, like, we're getting guys back from injuries, so it's so easy. And you probably can get this too, because, you know, the Leafs always go through their yearly dip where they'll lose a bunch of games, and you'll be like, what the fuck are we doing? And you know, and then we'll come back, and then by the playoffs, you're excited, and then they'll go through the dip again. Like, it's like we do the same thing, so you can relate to it. But it seems like Holland and Tippett are stuck in this like same thing where they, like, if you ask me right now what the chances are they actually made a ballsy move, and you know, you can't always be ballsy, but like traded and put up what you're saying for Chikrin, or tried to get like a goalie they could chuck in the net and not have to worry about like 3 goals on 6 shots. I do not see it happening, man. Like, these guys just, I don't know what it is. Like, we got so lucky with Cam, and I keep saying that because, like, unless it's like given to us on a platter like that, I think the chances like we actually do make a good trade that they should make right now are just so low. And I think the chances of Tippett getting fired, unfortunately, are even lower. Like, they seem very comfortable with themselves and comfortable with the ebbs and flows. Well, meanwhile, us fans are sitting around like, what the fuck did we just watch? We just watched like friggin' give up 9 goals, like, and score, you know, and score 1 in the past 2 games. Like, so that's a long-winded answer, but we'll have to get into it. But I just think the culture, the team has their highs and lows, and I think that the owners and everyone who matters when it comes to that stuff is just bought into that, and there's no consistent winning.
Yeah, man. No, that's why I said it's a very complex thing, because the Oilers went through the stretch, and then they started winning a few games. It was like 4 or 5 in a row, and then Oilers fans thought, okay, maybe we're past it. Like, Evander Kane's bringing a fresh kind of but look, there's a loss to the Sens here. Like, they beat the Caps, but that was a game where Samsonov shit the bed at the start, and then the Caps came back, and then they've lost 2 games in a row here where they only put up 1 goal. So, yeah, I think, man, I mean, we'll wrap it up here, but I do think they had a big window to build something around. Obviously, it's hard to build something in one off season, but they did have a lot of space, and that's why I ripped into the Oilers, and I got some backlash from some Oilers fans. But man, it was wasted space to basically fill it up by CC, Keith, and Barry, and bring back the same goalie tandem. To me, that was atrocious, and I'll stand by that because it's showing right now.
It was a waste of space when you were saying how great that Hyman signing was. I will admit the other parts were not good, but like, dude, it's so easy to have a short memory in these sports. Like if we what would we have been talking about right now? Like a week ago or before the All-Star break, when they were coming off that 5-0-1. That was a week ago, okay?
Yeah, I said when it happened, I said
it was
let's
the
wait.
Shittiest bullshit ever. Let's remember that it's so easy, and I know you got to do it, but it's so easy to just buy in. Like, even when they were on that huge dip, I wasn't freaking out, man. Like, this is how it goes.
And I know I'm not an Oilers fan, but I wasn't either. But my consistent mindset, and I don't know if people can back me, but I've been saying it on stream, so I would think so. But my consistent mindset has been, I don't think the Oilers are built right now, but I think they're still going to make the playoffs because of their big guns. I've consistently said that. So through the rough patches or the good patches, I've just consistently said, we'll see. I don't think they're built right now, but I think they're going to make the playoffs because of their big guns. That's what I've consistently said, and I stand by that. I've said that all year, so...
Fair enough, man. I don't think this conversation's done. It's going to be a whirlwind end of the season. We'll carry it on another video. But it'll be a whirlwind end of the season.
Give your shouts to the channel, and then we'll wrap up the
check out Sports with Forbes. I'm finally back. You know, this YouTube game, I always say respect to John. It ain't easy. And, you go, just like the Oilers, you go through ups and downs, but feeling excited to do it. I'm feeling excited for the end of this season, even though, we saw what we saw tonight. But anyway, Sports with Forbes, check it out. Hopefully we'll be around more. I appreciate everyone in the chat too, man. These
Yeah.
are like.
Yeah, man. Hey, we'll do more stuff. I got the recording for it, so I'll send it your way. It's actually perfect timing because it literally just said I guess I gotta clear some video files I got so it's like I'm out of storage. So there you go, perfect
That's
time.
the grind.
All right, man. Thank you so much, and yeah, I'm gonna wrap up stream right now. But I appreciate you, and
thank you, everyone.
We'll chat more.
Hopefully see you soon.
Thanks for coming on, man. Peace. All right, unreal. All right, guys. Any last questions? I'm about to wrap up stream myself. It's 11 o'clock. So if I can try to get to sleep in the next hour, I guess I'll have a good 7 hours sleep tonight. But yeah, Ray, you asked a question. I'll try to answer it. What do you say? Sorry, yeah, guys. We'll do better. I think it's just because we'll do a longer stream with Jeff coming up. And we'll do more stuff. I can't stay up to... Well, I don't know. Maybe I end up watching that Canucks game, but it's 3-0 Islanders, right? That's freaking wild. So we kind of answered that, pro gamers, I think, right? Oh, no, you were asking any player. Okay. When's the Canada game tomorrow? Bacon, 8 a.m. my time. So 8 a.m. Eastern time tomorrow, guys. I'll be live. 8 a.m. At least I'll try. I'm going to set like 5 alarms. I'm going to try to get myself fired up, get a coffee in the morning, and hopefully I'll be all right for tomorrow's stream. Because I haven't done a morning stream in a while. Yeah, Canada versus Germany Olympics tomorrow morning. Yeah, guys, make sure you go subscribe to Sports with Warbs. There you go, Bacon. All right, guys. Love ya. Thank you so much for joining tonight. Again, if you want to join tomorrow morning, I'll be live for Canada Germany if you're up. And yeah, I'll send out a tweet and on YouTube. But yeah, I hope you guys pull through, and yeah, make sure you keep up to date with the TikTok and YouTube content. I recorded a couple videos today, quick ones, but I'm going to try, as I said. I just got to get in the role. Honestly, I've been kind of struggling with motivation a little bit lately in terms of content, but it's not because I don't have ideas. Like that's the part that's kind of frustrating with myself right now. Is just like, and I'll be totally transparent with you guys, is I'm not lacking, like, it's not like a creative, you know, when people just go through their kind of their holes in terms of like they're just in a creative funk, you know, or like a writer's block for a writer, but like a content block. That's not it for me. Like I have a bunch of content ideas. It's not even that. It's just honestly the motivation to do it. And honestly, that probably kind of speaks to like the fact that it's just kind of been disappointing, like a bunch of stuff getting canceled, like the World Juniors, NHL players not going to the Olympics. I was so fired up. I know I've said that in the past. I was so fired up going into 2022 thinking, oh my God, World Juniors are going to be huge this year. Canada trying to get like the redemption against US, and then the NHL players, the Olympics. We haven't seen that since 2014. So I was so fired up coming into the year, and obviously it was a little deflating. So yeah, I'm still excited and want to do a lot of trade deadline content. So I'll be excited once that gets closer. I think, especially considering the trade deadline's later this year, I think as we get closer and closer, I'll start feeling the excitement. And then once we go into the playoffs, I'll start feeling the excitement again. So hey, definitely be ready, because I am gonna, once I get on that grind again, because that's exactly what happened last year. I was like, I am gonna go on a crazy grind here, and then I did. So we're slowly heating up to it. So thank you guys so much. Please subscribe if you haven't yet. It's free. Hit that notification bell. Hit that like button. If you have any questions, reach out to me on social media. And I hope to see you guys tomorrow morning if you're around. If not, I'll see you on the next video or stream. All right, guys. Have a good night.